I would suspect. The islands that were first hit by the storm, the first landfall, which occurred near the start of our stream almost 11-12 hours ago, that island is almost in the clear, if not now is. And Taveuni, which we were watching for quite a while, that is nearly out of the storm, and they give it another hour or two. Obviously we're interested in what sort of what that has left behind on that island in particular, because it's been slammed by the eye wall for the whole duration pretty much. Same for the southernmost part of Vanuatu as well. So we will be taking a look as soon as we know any information on what that situation is, as to what's going on. We'll let you know.
Yeah, and that southward motion is going through right now. It's not good for the capital, because that means the stronger winds will get in there and blowing into going from the south into the onshore there.
Jasper, would I be right in saying that the models are indicating a northward track? And it's only the eye wall that is actually tracking closer to the mainland?
Yeah. Okay. There is at the moment 2 models that have updated to their midnight advisory as 00 UTC. That's the GFS and the HWRF.
And
if the CMC has actually come out now as well, and they are still predicting a landfall on Tonga after Fiji.
Hello.
What a really curve to Tonga.
Oh my god, the CMC is not
crazy.
doing right well, yeah, because it goes, the main island of Tonga, where it was a tropical storm, has it going there, stalling, curving upwards again towards Fiji, and oh my god, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But as guys, what about the steering ridges? We know that they've been popping up and down, and but I'm also got breaking news from NAB ASOVI. Teachers at the NAB ASOVI district school taking shelter in a classroom after their quarters were completely destroyed.
Wow.
Oh my. Oh my.
Carl, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Carl. Good to see you.
Finally, I'm here.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed. Joining us from the Philippines this afternoon, his time. Have you been monitoring the storm, or have you just got here?
Well, I've been monitoring for a fast hour, and I saw Jasper posted 185-mile-an-hour peak, which really scared me.
It has been attained.
I have watched the IR imagery, and I have not seen any signs of terrain damage or any signs of weakening. The eye is still impressive.
Yeah, it looks like it's being unfazed by its land interaction.
Oh, at this point, I would say only the main island of Viti Levu would weaken the storm.
Yes, that's the only thing that will weaken the storm if it passes over. And I think it will probably still come out of the island at a pretty strong Category 3 if it does come off the island.
Could even be 4.
Could be 4, but I'm just saying 3 conservatively.
Yeah, JTWC keep it as a 4 the whole time as well. So that is something to consider. Then again, it doesn't factor in a possible, or probable as it is now, landfall on Viti Levu, the northern coast, it would appear. So there's the latest radar imagery from courtesy of David as the storm continues towards the islands.
Oh, and there's another radar snapshot another radar. There are issues with the links from Fiji, so that's another radar.
Not showing much.
No.
It's on a different frequency, I think. So, it's not, but the eye should be popping up.
I think that's a Nandi radar.
Yeah.
Oh. It looks like it is, yeah. Nadi International Airport.
And
I think finally the shore that we were looking at before the webcam there has gone offline.
Which one?
Yeah.
What?
You know the
tourists.
live the live feed we were looking at. You know.
But it's
Already?
actually too dark to see the
Wait a
see
minute.
what's going on.
Oh my! No, it's still on, but the webcam has fallen over. It's actually upside down now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh wow! someone just picked it up, and now it's on again.
Well, let me haven't a clue.
Oh my!
I'm looking at this screen and it is dark as heck.
Yeah, it's very dark. You can barely see it, but I can see the palm trees are blowing, and the shore it's the waves are significantly high.
See there.
Yeah.
I think the feed's out. If I reloaded it, the feed is out.
Yeah, I can
Seems
see.
static.
I can see it still, though.
Alright, no, I'm going to see what else I can find.
There's
What about
latest visible imagery of the storm. I mean that it is on the western coast, isn't it? That webcam, and that is about to see almost the full force of the storm. Give it another hour or two. The eastern coast already experiencing that right now. Suva itself, the storm is now within 50 miles. I would suggest of Suva, the capital. And that is going to decrease further, possibly to 40, 35 maybe, on its closest approach, which will occur within about an hour or so, maybe two. So Suva will likely receive its worst conditions within that time period.
I think the tropical tidbits had the capital was having a station that's reporting winds, but doesn't show, so I believe that has broken down. It's offline. And we've been having a lot of videos been sent in by people watching on YouTube. That is very good. We would be more than happy to see even more videos coming in, so please do share them.
Any other comments or questions, send them in. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Regular updates even when we're not on air. Force 13, all in text, is where to find us. You can also add me on Skype. The name is Fool13, FOOL13, the handle.
Nathan, I
screen share?
Nathan,
GFS. Wait, go ahead first.
Sorry, Nathan, I did get a Facebook account, and I did join the international group, and I did do a few posts there too.
And it appears we have Donald Trump in the chat on YouTube right now.
Oh God.
See,
Oh my god. Wait, we do.
Oh, Max, you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Nathan, look at this.
Yeah, well, we're looking.
GFS says land interaction, but beyond that, more intensification.
Yeah, after Fiji, after it stalls a bit there,
Why
and
is
then
it
going
showing-
south.
Why is it showing the pressure so high?
You're not looking at
Oh
surface
my
pressure.
god.
You're not looking at
Yeah,
surface pressure.
This is MSLP.
Yeah, you need to press the lower dynamics and press
That means sea level
surface pressure.
Surface pressure?
Yeah, surface pressure and 10 meter wind.
Alright. There we go, 902.
Yeah, that's what they're peaking at anyway. But yeah, it's at the peak. And take a look at when you got it up, take a look at the CMC after that, just to show the people. I don't think the CMC is very believable at the moment because they just predict something that is just unbelievable at the moment.
So, question is, will it make a secondary peak after landfall? Which,
That's the question.
well, CMC also says it is. It won't really matter since there's no more land interaction, no more land out there. But hey,
Hold on a
CMC
minute.
says it might. Look at that. CMC says it might,
Return to
as it moves
Fiji.
away, it might
Yeah, I know, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Return to Fiji.
South-
This.
southwestern
Gee.
quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, not only that, a stronger one. Stronger than this first land.
Probably not.
I would say that is unlikely to be
Yeah.
stronger, but it is a possibility that the storm could come back for
Yeah, the
South.
CMC has been predicting that track for 2 model runs now, I think. Or 3 rather. But the CMC is alone with that track, so I would not support that at the moment. But then again, it's curved to the south now, so probably.
Can you guys share IR imagery latest? Just last night, look at it. There was no sign of damage. Land interaction.
In relation to the storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it is progressing well still. We had the infrared imagery up not so long ago, and it looked pretty much the same as it always has, moving towards the southwest. I don't know whether we want to get the radar back up there, David.
Okay. There's
Oh my god. 185 mile an hour landfall.
Starting to get into
I,
nighttime soon there. Fiji.
One of the most
yeah, I'm actually
intense.
listening to a news service over Fiji. All traffic along the major Kings Highway has been stopped due to massive debris on the Kings Highway.
So the latest radar imagery there, is that up to date, David?
Sorry, Nathan, I'm just going to turn this volume down on the other. Where are we? Sorry, I'll go out. Sorry, Nathan, I had to get you to repeat, mate. I had the
I was
news
just saying,
feed.
is the radar up to date there?
You can see to the right there, you can see the
There's
UTC time.
5 o'clock local time.
Zulu
No, that's
time.
not right.
No, that's
Zulu
UTC.
It's an hour ago, just over. Okay, Well, we are expecting new intensity update on the storm at any point during this hour. Could happen any time. We're always on our toes trying to find it. Trying to see it come in, but there's nothing of note yet. Regardless, I don't think you need to know much about how intense the storm is to actually be prepared. Obviously, everyone should be. It's a very strong storm, Category 5, has been for a while.
Tracker hasn't updated yet.
And is likely to make a Category 5 landfall on Fiji's main island of Viti-Levu.
Which I think we discussed earlier today was the most populous island as well as the most population-dense island.
I can confirm that the video feed of the shore there has gone down. In fact, the whole site has gone black.
Gee.
Should weaken, but
There's one island that confirms what we said earlier, John. Communications have been cut to one of the islands.
Yeah, I think I did mention it on air not too long ago.
Yeah.
Probably more than one, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ones that you don't know about, maybe.
It is look like it is getting closer to the landfall. It looks like.
I think after you left, Nathan, the latest JTWC was coming out, and it was slowing down Winston a bit to 10 knots, from 13 to 10.
Oh, I see.
Look. It looks like it's even going slower than that.
Yeah, that was as of 3 UTC. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to be right back.
is it offshore right now?
Yeah. Or closer.
Well, could it intensify in that area?
I think the peak was 185, to be honest. It's,
Cool. You could be surprised at the next update. I wouldn't put it past them to say anything really, though I wouldn't go higher than what it currently is.
no.
It's almost as strong as Katrina.
This is Force 13 live, coming up to 6:30 UTC, and in Fiji, just that we're on different sides of the dial. 6:24 AM here, 6:24 PM in Fiji right now, so I expect it's getting dark there soon. I mean, I saw in the visible imagery that it's sort of on its way, so it's going to be a night of recuperation perhaps for the easternmost islands, but the worst is very much yet to come for Fiji's main island. We've been tracking the storm, we've been live with coverage for the best part of 13 hours actually. This is the 13th and we're still running live, obviously delivering updates and whatnot. Vivek Katri says, I am in Suva, Fiji. Thanks for joining us. Obviously the storm bearing down on Suva. Hope you are safe and well. The weather here is not good, they're saying.
I reckon it's not. So. The ECMWF model has come out with their update, the forecast, and they're saying basically the same as the GFS, just slightly more east when it curves around.
My screen share is still showing.
Yes, yes. I don't know if you know at all whenever Fiji are expected to do their next update.
When I brought the radar up, I was just listening to I was listening to one of the radio stations, and they were just about to do a update on Winston.
That would make sense.
But apparently, the King's Highway, it's blocked due to the massive debris, and they're advising motorists don't.
Oh, of course.
But there could be some out on that highway, and they won't be able to get through. Emergency services or the local authorities will not inspect that highway until the threat has disappeared.
So Winston's a Category 5 storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, and of course the Australian scale. Winds of 185 miles per hour has been the case for nearly 6 hours now, and that will likely change very soon. Pressure is only satellite indicated 903 millibars. Fiji is saying that it's a little bit higher than that at 917. Unless they've done a new update, which they still haven't yet.
Okay.
David.
Sorry, Nathan. The Australian Weather Bureau national feed, Twitter, they're now reporting that Cyclone Winston has turned southwest towards land in the past hour. So that confirms what we're
Has been
seeing.
Obvious, really.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
just unofficially.
Yeah, so they're saying that it has turned southwest. And repeating the earlier news that the Fijian government has imposed a curfew starting at 6 p.m. tonight, local time.
Currently in effect then.
Yep. And a state of emergency for the next 30 days. And I think it's one of the ABC. No, it looks like a European correspondence. SBS News, Dateline, SBS Australia. It looks like he's over in Fiji, and he's reporting that he is fine, but very tired because naturally no one's getting any sleep. SBS is our ethnic national broadcaster over here. And one of the local hospitals has lost power completely, now operating on generators. And it's Rain Bokasi, Wainibakasi.
Yeah, it's doing what you said, David. It's scratching the coast. The eye, I can see on the floater imagery, it's going to the west now again. It's just made landfall. It is officially, because the eye is the middle, the right center of the eye is just by the coast. So
yeah, the floater.
Yeah.
It's just updated.
Yeah.
Looks like a massive storm surge is gonna happen.
So I'd say as of 6.
No doubt.
As of 6 UTC, Universal Time, I think it's made landfall on the main island of Fiji. As possibly a Category 5 still. We'll wait until the next update to have that confirmed. And yeah, it's not looking good now for that island.
The eastern coast might get storm surge.
Yeah, I was saying that a couple of times now when Nathan was gone, that the winds are blowing clockwise, and that is going. Winds are coming from the east, and that is blowing right, and the strongest wind seems to be this place to the south of the eye, and that is where the strongest winds are, and possibly the Cat 5 winds. And that is just going to push all that water to the places that is close to the shore.
There's the radar again if we want to go through that loop there, David. It's the latest frames.
Ha! Now it's.
Oh,
I guess.
guess not in that case.
What's happened? I am having an interesting time trying to keep these links open, but all right, we'll go out of that one.
Oh, talk us through the Fiji's tracking map.
Okay, this is. I'm not sure when the next update. Oh, sorry.
From the JTWC, I know
now
it's
what's
at
that
9
one?
a.m. So
Oh, that's gone as well, so the Fiji website is down.
yeah, everything is down right now.
I'll persevere. Probably too much work, everybody. Gee, I hate to imagine what the internet traffic is into the country. In the meantime,
Trent Lingard asked, does anyone know if it's going to weaken as it passes Suva, Fiji? And,
Okay, here we-
yeah, probably slightly from land interaction, but not by much.
Have there been any new developments since I've returned?
Yeah, we were confirming that it is a landfall now as of 6 UTC.
There's a landfall.
And, yeah, I think so. Looking from my observation at the floater, the center of the eye is crashing the coast, which makes it the official landfall. So, and and just like David says, it has now the latest floater imagery is shifted a bit now to the west again, which was just now scratching the coast, the center of the eye.
Yeah, we
No,
probably.
I think I'm still tending towards a full landfall here.
Yeah, I think you're probably agreeing with what I said earlier. A landfall.
this is a current track for Winston, but I'm.
It's not
ne-
doing
ne-
that.
No, it's definitely not doing that, and that's why I'm playing with these links to see. I've got no idea when the next update's going to come
Me
out.
neither. But you'd expect it to be somewhere around now. If they update, well, since they did the last update just after midnight, 6 hours ago, you'd expect they'd do 6 hourly updates. It must say that. Oh, but then again, the one you're looking at was from 4:30, so that wasn't so long ago.
See, they still have it. I'm still in agreement with Jasper that it could skirt the northeast coast, then adopt the west track again.
No, I won't do that, David. It's already significantly further south than what it is projected on that screen there.
Look at the latest floater of the Winston.
Right now, I would put the central part of the storm, the icon, the Cat 5 there, inside the outer red circle towards land.
Nathan, we want to take a look at the wind floater, because of the has been up to the 6 UTC as well.
The eye looks like it is touching the coast. Looking at this imagery.
Yeah, and I'm seeing it moving to the west again as
So the viewers will
one
see it in
frame.
just a short moment here.
I wish we had like instant imagery, like what's going on is very instant, but but our imagery is 30 minutes off. By the way.
Well, it's a far cry from what it would have been 30 years ago.
Yeah, like no imagery at all.
Well, no. 3 hourly imagery.
Like the Alex folder we were looking at about a month
You
ago.
can see that floater in the last frame. I think it's moving a bit to the west again. So it's just skirting the coast, but nonetheless, it is very, very strong winds. Aaron. And the eye is not looking as circular anymore on that last frame, so yeah, it can be a bit of a land interaction that is weakening the storm. Yeah.
The next frame will be very interesting to see whether it's starting to disappear a little bit there.
Yeah.
Raymond wants to know what you guys think of the storm with regard to its whole life and what it's actually done.
Well, what does one say? I haven't been away from this computer since it came on the radar. It was so low, and it's defied everything, and it's been a nightmare for those forecasters, and even at the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. This is in the books, but unfortunately, its life's not over. It's not going to disappear.
Yeah, not
for
yet.
days yet. And Nathan, it couldn't end up over my location. It's a tropical depression.
Well, still unlikely at this time.
Yeah.
Would you like to expand on that?
Still unlikely at this time because I don't think it will. Expanded.
You think
What you
it's
could
not
do
gonna...
is take day by day and just watch this system continue, defying all odds.
Oh, there it is on one of the last visible frames that you're showing right now. Daylight about to fade away from Fiji.
No visible.
Eye
Yes.
starts to make landfall.
No visible anymore. No.
And what will be a certain landfall on VT Levu, a Cat 5 landfall no less, unless the JTWC say otherwise in any time now. I don't know, the ATCF should be coming out with their update any time. Nothing yet. We would expect it before the start of the next hour.
They're just having a hard time, it seems, putting out an advisory, the ATCF. The tracker hasn't updated, so the ATCF hasn't updated.
Oh, and here's the water vapor imagery.
Oh, we haven't seen a lot of that, and it's still a pretty moist system, no doubt.
You don't
There's
say.
no dry air, is there?
It's just been looking better and better in terms of presentation on the satellite.
Yeah.
We're still
Has the eye
waiting.
got smaller?
Well,
The eye is
Or is it
contracting
closing?
slightly.
Now we know whether it
The,
might be closing.
yeah.
What do you want? You might want to take a nap before its landfall. Never mind.
John. Outrageous. Now.
Sorry, I had to crack that joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good. I'll pay you that one.
At least we're just trying to,
Trent Lingard
Yeah.
says, according to a satellite, there's a tropical depression near French Polynesia. David, any news on that?
Yes. Okay. Just bear with me, and I'll go through my numerous websites saved, and it's one that I came across last night. Cyclone Winston is about to make landfall on the north central tip of Viti Levu.
excuse the bad pronunciation. We're not good at pronunciations. I'm going to say that again and again and again. It is not our specialty.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if the ATCF does mark that up when the next advisory comes through. The new
French
depression.
Polynesia. That's sorry, John. Guys, I need help on the.
Well, it must be that thing there, David.
Not that one there,
Yeah, what
or
is it?
up here.
I mean, I think I found it.
The 998.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
998. And then there's a 1005, and we're looking at pressure.
yeah. That's the ones that Jason pulled down to develop. But they will transition into extratropical storms as it heads south. But yeah, that's the ones that Jason pulled down from the intertropical convergence zone to develop and turn. That's why it's spinning right there. They are because of the Coriolis effect.
Force 13's live coverage ongoing in the 13th hour here. It's nearly 7:15 UTC. Same in Fiji, but in the evening. The storm about to make landfall on Viti Levu, Fiji's main, most populous island, where the majority of people live, as far as I know. So it's going to be a severe situation. The capital, Suva, for those who aren't terribly familiar with Fiji, is towards the southeastern tip of that island that's about to have the landfall, and is probably not going to be so good there, I would say, at this point. I'm not sure exactly what you would expect, but certainly I would say hurricane force winds on the horizon, if not already occurring. And in fact, I think the worst will probably pass within an hour or two. The storm will pass possibly as close as 35 miles from Suva, and even closer to Nadi if it continues its current heading. In fact, it could even be a direct hit over Nadi if it continues going the current way.
Now this is my. Hang on. Tropical cyclone guidance. Tropical cyclone formation. I love this one. Now, feast your eyes on that.
Yeah, you can see all of those in blue there, just curving down and turning there, and those I'm seeing 5 very significant ones forming in the last few days, and then after that I think the intertropical convergence zone will be more straight again.
Nathan, what's that in the South China Sea?
That is very similar to what we saw a week or two ago when it said that, and we saw a tropical disturbance which looked very interesting, almost giving Romea a run for its money, but didn't generate.
Oh, the 6
Right on the
UTC
equator
is
there,
out.
yeah.
The 6.
Breaking news: the 6
is.
UTC is out. Winston's down to 180. Pressure is down even. The pressure dropped. No, pressure's up. Sorry, pressure's up to 907. Winds are down to 180.
Only.
Yeah, only a slight weakening. Slight.
Still a category 5, 180. It's weakened 5 miles an hour, which is not very much, to be honest, and it's still a very dangerous storm. And yeah, that's of the 6 UTC update. And the official track forecast should be out with the JTWC in, what is it, 2 hours now? No, 3 hours. It's 2 hours, sorry.
And another, what is it, 4:47, 5, probably about 20 minutes before Tonga update their position, 7 o'clock their time.
Would you guys say that Winston is still an annular cyclone, or has it lost those annular characteristics?
I think it lost those.
Difficult to tell, really.
I mean, it's borderline annular, but I don't think it's completely. It was, when it was making that right turn, the eye was very large, and I think at that point it was annular, but not right now.
Well, there we
Let's
are.
see if they fix RAM.
Yeah, they've
You'll
been
be
having
disappointed,
issues.
John.
I mean, they've not even put out their loop of the day Himawari 8, so no, they're not. No,
No update on RAM, it seems.
no, nothing. I
On the
think
image,
I suspect their HQ is located in Fiji.
Must be.
No, it's in Colorado State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're kidding.
just joke. Well, should be joking anyway.
RAM, no change in intensity. We're waiting for the 6 o'clock from RAM. Not getting the 6 o'clock from RAM yet, sadly.
I reckon it will be the same 180.
Yeah, it will. Ram was first the last 2 times, but that's not the case this time.
Apparently not.
You can send us a message on Facebook and Twitter, and of course on the comments page. Send us a message, Force13, all in text, if you want to follow us on there as well. That would be nice. And you can also add Fool13 on Skype, FOOL13. We're going to take a break now. We're going to come back at the start of the next hour, so just 10 minutes or so, and we'll return with more information and the coverage as Winston makes landfall in Fiji. Don't go away. watching Force 13 Live. Seven o'clock here in the UK, AM, 7 PM in Fiji, which is about to have a landfall from its first ever Category 5. Cyclone Winston, with winds of 180 miles per hour and a pressure of 907 millibars estimated. That's weakened slightly from an alleged peak of 185 miles per hour and a pressure of 903. My name's Nathan Foy, joined by the Skype team this morning. Hello.
Morning.
Hello. Hello.
It's still, it's kind of getting late here, but I'm gonna still stick it out for the landfall.
Fair enough, John. Yes, as you can see, our numbers have dwindled. It is
Yes.
rather the dead zone on the chat room quite often around now, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, this is usually when I go to bed if I'm on vacation or I'm Skype, but this is usually when I go to bed. But, you know what, since we do have a landfall threat, I'm going to stick it out until a landfall has happened.
Yep.
Or
young-
until the end of the live event, whichever comes first.
And young Craig should be here in a couple of hours or less.
I'm sure he'll have a lot to say.
I reckon he will be a bit here earlier than normal because of, he wants to know.
Perhaps. In any case, what should we say about this storm now? In fact, David, have you got the radar over there?
Yeah, I've got the radar.
We'll take a look at that in just a moment. The latest frame on the infrared imagery should be out in a moment or two. Looking out for that. But I don't know if, David, you might want to reiterate what the latest news is in Fiji right now. Some of the news we've already read out that someone may have missed.
Okay, the Fijian Prime Minister a couple of hours ago came out with a media release. The government will do everything in their power to ensure that the people are kept safe, and a state of emergency is now in place for the entire Fiji region. The King's Highway has been cut. It won't be inspected till conditions improve. A local school has been severely damaged. Roof taken off, and the teaching staff have had to seek shelter in one of the classrooms. We know that communication problems are in place for some of those smaller islands. No air travel in or out of the country due to Winston. I'm a little bit concerned, Nathan, about the storm surge because high tide was about, an hour ago. So with this landfall, we just don't know what's going to be the result from the storm surge. The next Joint Typhoon Warning Centre advisory will be interesting to see how things have changed.
Yeah, it'll be at least an hour yet.
And the various emergency aids, they're all on standby. And breaking news from Radio New Zealand International, due to severe Category 5 Winston, the entire power supply to Suva has been cut.
Well, that'll explain.
So Suva has lost all power, and many other parts of the country. So that's breaking news via the Radio New Zealand.
Just a general question, but I know it's a very, very early stage to ask this, but do you think that Winston should be retired?
Oh, who would make that decision?
WMO.
Yep. Well, I would have to say yes. I would support that, but I just hope that nobody will lose their life.
Yeah.
And all air travel naturally remains suspended. And donations are now being called by various aid organisations.
Is there a tropical depression near? There's someone saying that there's about something about a tropical depression near Polynesia.
Yes.
We mentioned it not long ago, but I couldn't make really head nor tail of it.
I'll see if I can bring it up. I'm just going to...
There's the latest infrared frame, by the way. Storm appears to be moving westwards and is on the cusp of making the centre of the eye, making landfall. This is 30 minutes old, so it probably already has.
Yeah, there is one frame in now. You might want to refresh the page now.
Already have.
Oh, there we go.
I'd say that's a landfall.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that is a landfall.
Jasper, could you have a look at the ECMWF model?
Sure, because they are out now.
But I'm not. I don't like what I'm seeing.
They say going just about what the GFS is saying, but then instead of curving like the GFS is saying, they're saying going to the New Zealand.
But I'm looking at the 29th, Jasper. I think you better have a look, mate.
29th. Oh yeah, the tropical depression might be there. That's 240 hours out, so let's wait for that. Because the ECMWF has been one of the worst models predicting Winston, so I reckon there will be... we'll wait for that.
Yes. No. Anyway, I
will come back to that after some time when we're off air in a few days.
Yeah, off air because I have. Okay.
See you in a few days.
Yep. That's later. Okay.
Yes, Raymond, this is the latest IR loop.
Oh, you've got to be joking. Breaking news.
Sure, go on.
Another low pressure system has just popped up on the radar.
Speaking of depressions, Uriah is now a tropical depression. at 35 miles an hour.
Oh, jeez.
How depressing. I was expecting it to hang on longer, but oh well.
Jasper, have a look at the NOAA floaters, mate.
No floaters.
Yeah, main page.
Cracking bad jokes. I'm good at that.
What is? Oh no, I
What?
don't know.
What's
What
that?
To the viewers, the subject's just caught my eye. But
Yeah, there's an invest
Yeah.
at New Invest.
Oh,
yeah, it's just popped up on the radar, Nathan, and I think it's on this monsoon trough, and I think.
What is that? That is, well, gotta pull up the latitude. That is minus
Ooh,
160.
That's weird. Yeah, that's northeast Coral Sea, Solomon Sea.
Oh, that's Tatiana going up again.
Tatiana. Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's Tatiana
Yep.
blowing up. Her cloud tops
Yep.
are approaching minus 80. She is
someone-
coming.
Show me this.
She's,
Where is this?
she's
Oh,
coming back.
I'll screen share it.
David, check the chat as
Ooh.
well.
Yeah, post it in
Oh
chat.
my, is that the old circulation?
Yeah, let's see. She's coming back. She's blowing up now. Just like I thought, there will be around Indonesia there coming up.
Please do show this. Here it
Alright.
goes.
Here,
Yeah.
this is the Coral Sea one.
Ooh. Oh, it's going it just went.
All right, guys, I'll bring up the floater.
Take a look at tropical storm risk and see if they say anything.
Yeah, that is a dead Tatiana coming back. It's unclear with the models. The CMC is the only one that's predicting anything from this coming back. And but as we're seeing right now, the cloud tops are blowing up, just like when Winston was looking bad, his cloud tops were also exploding after that.
This has just exploded. There was nothing. I was looking at.
Yeah, the
TSR still says 160 knots.
Does it?
TSR says 160 knots.
It's going to go down, I think.
Even though they won't, if this reforms, it won't be named Tatiana again.
Why?
Because Tatiana
Yeah.
was ended. They were pregnant in the last update. So basically it is Tatiana, but not officially Tatiana. Well, yeah, it's a bit...
It is, but it isn't.
yeah, yeah.
Let's put it at that. It is, but it isn't.
This is unbelievable. But it's been on the table on the radar
Yeah.
for days.
Yeah. Well, I gotta hand it to you, David. You were right.
And I also have to pick up on one of my online contacts who lived up in the Whitsundays, Mackay region, and he's a bit of I won't say weather nut, but he has a passion for the weather, and he actually tracked tropical cyclone Yasi as a low, and between the two of us, we didn't take our eyes off it. So he said we'll probably see one pop up around the 28th. Now, as as this one is now on the radar, I've got to
Would this be
say
Invest
what
90S?
No,
it's just hasn't been numbered yet. It's just invest.
No, it's
What would
not
it be?
99S. It's just an invest. It's not been
What-
named any code name.
Would it be 90S?
Oh, I'm not sure what.
Uh,
We haven't had
No,
a
it's
90s.
it's in the P area.
B90P or whatever.
90p?
why do they still have 99W and 99S, by the way?
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
those links doesn't even work.
I'm confused.
You're always confused.
It's just an invest right now. It's not been named anything. Yeah,
Uriah is wrecked.
Yeah, we all know that.
It is
Quite a
definitely
blow of
it is extra tropical now.
Yeah,
Looks
we know
like.
that. It's not even tropical. It's tropical depression. So, I think it's gonna be not even extra tropical.
It's got frontal characteristics. It's extra tropical.
Nighttime now, by the way, around Fiji and
Yep. I'll get back to the radar in a minute. I just want to.
right now Tatiana is going to remain a bit stationary there before coming to the east. Just look at the wind shear, by the way. Because that, I believe, is updated, should be, as of 6 UTs. That's weird. Updated, it's... Oh, that's why. That's why it's not showing up. Yeah, the wind shear is updated, and it's somewhat decreased slightly. Not by much.
Am I still? Sorry, guys. Am I still screen sharing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Tropical Cyclone Winston.
Yeah, right there.
Just see the top left there.
And what about the bottom right? There's some dark patches showing particularly high cloud tops.
Yes, I was minus 85, I'd say.
Is it going to smash through from the northeast and track to the southwest?
Possible. I think it's more likely to, now that we've seen it start to do it, it's probably going to turn west though.
Gonna do it, OJ. You can turn west. I'm probably gonna, go off my computer, but I'll probably be on my phone. Give me a minute to think this one through, though.
The wind shear at the moment around Tatiana is a bit high, around almost close to 30 knots.
28 storms. Is that a reference to 2005?
Yes, 28 storms.
28. Yeah, the server actually got hacked, would you believe? And I have communicated with the owner, and I think it's a Jason, and he's over there in the US somewhere, John. So it's been probably a couple of years since he actually did a South Pacific Australian broadcast. He likes to do the old videos, and he's been focusing on the Australian, on the American scene. Yeah, you can just see the invest area, just the
Pretty
red
sure
part.
you can scroll to the right there, David.
Right.
Oh,
Just that's where it
sorry.
is.
There we are. So that's the Solomon Islands. Oh, and there you can see just about Winston at the bottom right. If you zoom out one more, David, you might get them both on. Oh, well, there we are.
Alright. Well, hang on, wait. Hang up. Oh, look at that. and there's probably another one to the east. Sorry, not. I know talk gloom, but there's another area of interest, probably to the northeast, probably over near Samoa, or it could be closer.
Mhm.
I think that's the second yawn in the last 15 minutes.
Well, your input is appreciated, and on behalf of Nathan and Jason and the team, we've got the major launch of the live streaming on Friday the 26th, Nathan.
It is indeed. I just want to show people what an image that was taken not so long ago, earlier today, over Fiji. This is Modis image of Cyclone Winston. Tweeted about it a few moments ago, showing in probably one of the best qualities what the storm looked like at that point. This would have been about maybe 3 or 4 hours ago, maybe 5, when the storm was at its peak, and you can certainly see why looking at that image there.
Yeah, I think that was a peak.
Okay, I've got breaking news out of Fiji. It's being reported, and I will have to confirm that Cyclone Winston has been downgraded to Category 4.
No.
No? All right. And the other item is, it looks like all telephone links to Fiji have been cut.
That's number 6.
What?
Yawn.
Oh, John.
Phone networks affected. So there are 2 reports not confirmed.
Dang, I gotta wake up.
Now who's screen sharing? Because I've got nothing.
You're
You're screen sharing.
Am I still? Oh, look at apology.
You can see that
I
around your
definitely
screen.
fire up
is
my other
highlighted red.
computer so I can keep an eye. Okay, now.
Blooper.
This sounds like Daniel.
No.
It did have a little tinge of Daniel. It's John. Now,
Oh,
there's the
John.
radar imagery of the storm.
We're back again with the
before
radar.
landfall. Yeah, look at that.
Blooper.
Oh.
I think the bloopers have been far and few today.
I'm not sure whether it's
Yeah.
made landfall or not yet, though. Looking at
No.
it. And the radar, how far up to date is that?
10 minutes behind, Nathan.
10 minutes still. Oh, it's an
Yep.
hour and 10 minutes though, isn't it?
You can scroll to the left and you can see
For the
that,
latest
I think.
frame, but there it is anyway.
Oh, the right, sorry.
6 o'clock.
1 hour and 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
So it's already made landfall, most likely.
Mhm.
Right. I'll go out of there, go out of there, go out of there.
Well, 10 minutes past 6 to be exact.
Another one on the yawn count. I'm keeping a tally now.
Oh goodness.
7.
That's not good either. I did have. Oh, that's the other radar. That one really hasn't changed. It's a Nandy. What's that? 4. Oh, that's. That only goes out to 5 p.m. Oh, all right. I'll stay with that one.
It was a very long pause there.
Oh well.
Well, guys, I've been here since 5 o'clock. 5
12
o'clock
hours.
here, 12 hours, and I'm still going strong. But
Grandpa
I
David.
enjoy it. I
I've been
don't.
here for about I've been here for about 10, I think. No, even more than that.
Well, I beat you, John.
I'll be eclipsing my 11th hour in a few minutes. So.
Like Nathan said, this is Force 13 continuous coverage of the Winston as it continues towards landfall.
Yes. I'm probably gonna call it at 3, but maybe earlier. Let me switch over.
You're gonna switch
Hey John,
over.
I have been up for 22 hours, mate, but I've got no intentions of trying that again.
We'll have a new IR image in a few minutes as well.
And a joint typhoon warning centre. When's their next update? Couple of hours?
Yeah, if they're really early, they might do it in half an hour, but no guarantees.
Yes.
You think the centre would update 3 hourly when it's really impacting on...
I don't know, David. The JTWC mainly do it for military purposes. They aren't
true,
responsible. Yep. No.
I realise that, but
it's RSMC Nardi who should be doing more updates.
Shame on them.
No, they're probably preparing for the storm themselves, but there is an update actually. They say that Winston has actually strengthened slightly to a pressure of 915 from 917 is what they said earlier.
Yeah. Estimated
So
still though.
that's the official information from Fiji. No lower than 915. It's been gradually going down from their perspective. They sell 896 per pound. So Fiji reckon that it isn't as strong as that. I'm sure people will have opinions on that one.
Well, I've switched from my computer to my phone.
So Trent wants to know, is there any chance you could tell if there's development near the Solomon Islands? I think the real question there is, do we think that will develop into a tropical cyclone, David?
Trent, we appreciate the question, and I'll bring up...
If you lost it there, David.
Yeah, I'll bring up... I know what I'm looking for, so...
It's not a cyclone yet, by the way.
Okay, this is a tropical cyclone formation, and this... I give this site, and I look at this every 24 hours, and this is a SSD NOAA, and you can see the area in blue, and I would say probably a 90% possibility for something to form. My friend down in New South Wales, he said keep an eye out for this region around, well, let's say within the next 7-8 days. And I give 99% accuracy to this information, but I will be checking in about an hour the Australian Weather Bureau's high seas forecast information to see whether anything is on the radar. However, this is what I do. I'm in Google Earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go to sleep real soon, but I've officially logged off my computer. I'm on my phone now, and I am just listening in. And I'll say anything if need be.
It's a little bit slow. What I'm doing is I'm going to come down to the Coral Sea, and you'll see my track. Here we come.
It's number 8 now.
What is it that we're looking at here?
This is my tracking. And it's a 1005 low. And it's in the Solomon Seas. So what we saw on the satellite, that is what... It's a 1005 HPA low. Or it could be 1006. And 4 days ago, we had a low pressure low to the south of New Mia. So I
remember you
will.
mentioning that, yeah.
Yep. And this is the track for the ex-Coal CTC. It's a Tatiana.
Tatiana.
So I would 90% possibility for a TC in the Solomon Sea. But what I'll do,
I wouldn't be as certain, but not yet.
we'll come across to this one. And I don't know whether this is it.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I believe so, David.
Right, okay. So I went back. It's back to the radar. So any information on the tropical systems, including the tropical cyclone product, gets posted to our via our Twitter feed to the Force 13 website every 24 hours. So the tropical cyclone probability, that image gets posted every 24 hours.
Yeah. I say we're gonna get landfall confirmation in the next 25 minutes, because that's when the next image, that's when the next frame shows up on the floater.
Well, that's going to be within 5 minutes, so...
No, because...
As soon as it comes up, we'll show it on the stream.
Oh, right, I forgot.
It will be very, very soon. Current time in Fiji, 7:32 PM. Here at HQ, it's the other side, flipped around, 7:32 in the morning. John's place, 2:30.
2:30, yep. In the morning. I just can't believe I'm still on air, but that's
US
okay.
East Coast. John, why are you on air?
I don't know. It's just I just want to stick it out until the landfall.
It's 8:33 here in Sweden, so I'm staying up all night.
Jesper, you pulled an all-nighter. That's a nice one. I think you've done that before.
I've done that for like some days now because of Winston. I'm tracking it like crazy.
Have you had anything to eat in that meantime?
Actually, no.
Dang.
Well,
I
was eating about 7 hours ago or something.
Jasper, has it
More.
changed?
Yes.
Has it changed course, direction?
No, it's looking like it's going to stick on this new heading for a while.
It looks like it's going to skirt the. It's going to, what's the word? Skim that northeast coast.
I'm gonna look at the floaters that is provided
No, I
by
think-
RAM. Let's see
I
what
don't
they
think
say.
RAM floaters are working.
Yeah, some of them are. It's provided by. If you look
There
in
is
the-
another site that I haven't checked.
goes east for it works on RAM. Well, sure, it's a landfall. Let's say that.
What about-
But, it did not cross directly like over. It skirted
It's
the
about
coast.
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the RAL side?
Well, let's see.
It's definitely on that southwest. If you look at the whole system.
Yeah. And this whole system has been expanding pretty much all the time.
It looks like it is expanding out when you look at it.
Yeah. Well, because of land interaction, it's looking a bit not as circular anymore, but still a bit of an expansion in the cloud tops. Expanding outwards from the center.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like that the JMA has issued a volcanic warning for areas on the eastern coast of Japan.
Uh-huh.
I think the new image on the floater is out now as well. Just looking through. Oh yes, now the eye is capitulating. I'm going to show this in just a quick moment. This is not updated yet on the stream. I'm just getting onto it now. Here it is. This is the latest imagery, and you can see what has happened in that last frame. The eye has really gone down.
Land interaction is very, as I was saying,
it certainly doesn't
the
have
eye,
a Cat 5 eye anymore. That's for certain.
Yeah, because I was saying like the eye must pass on land directly for the eye.
What we
to
can
get
also
affected
say
by
is
significant
that it's probably a landfall there too.
Yeah. So yeah, there you have it.
So we got landfall.
Yeah, I'd say that.
It was an inevitability, but it is a landfall, I would say. Have you got the radar there, David?
Right, hang on.
I'm not sure how long that's going to function for, by the way.
Yes, I've been thinking about this for a couple of hours.
So yeah.
That's a landfall. Confirmation landfall at 7 UTC this morning.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Half an hour ago. Well, that is on that image there. 7 o'clock is the last image, I believe, on that sequence.
That's a landfall.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a confirmed landfall, Nathan?
Close. Yeah.
Well, we can't confirm it, but we think it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that, good night, John. I guess.
Nah, not yet. We're still debating things, and I was looking at the JMA for Himawari imagery, and then I came across this. Volcanic warnings in Japan.
Volcanic? Oh my.
Well, Japan is a volcanic island chain. I bet you're aware of that.
Yes.
Lee will be interested in that information tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you like, post it directly to Lee, so he's got it when he just posts a message to him, alerting him to it. It's a pity that this is 10 minutes.
That eruption notice was posted at 1859 JST, the 5th of February, so it's kind of old.
Oh, that's a long time ago, John.
It is not
Damn
breaking
JMA! Update your page, JMA!
They might still be current, for all we know. They might still be concerned about it there, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you can check, you can have a chat with Lee.
I have an
He's here.
image.
He only left us a few hours ago.
Oh crap, I have to save the image.
But there's the current situation in Fiji. I think the picture tells you 1,000 of our words.
Okay.
It is worth 1,000 words, though.
NAMBOUWALU, wind gusting to 121 miles per hour from the west. It's NAMBOUWALU.
I see.
And CNN's reporting that Winston has made landfall.
It's made more than one.
Did you guys see the image I sent? That is that was updated at 17 February. That was a few days back. That is the volcanic risk alert levels right now in Japan. You can see one of them on just off of the Kyushu Island, I think. Is that the Ryukyu Islands? Am I saying that right?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I know you've had a few problems pronouncing that.
Yeah, let's not.
No, the Ryukyu Islands. Never mind. All right, let's not say we did. Yeah, no. It's just that reminds me of that blooper. Sorry, I apologize.
So let's reiterate what the situation is in Fiji. We expect that many areas at this point are without power. We know that the capital, Suva, is. A state of emergency has been declared, a curfew in effect. As we enter the overnight hours in Fiji, it's our 14th hour of coverage. And the storm is progressing towards the west, grazing the north coast of Viti Levu, and Nadi will certainly be in trouble as well within the next hour or two.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we are waiting for next is probably the next JTWC track map, which still may be
1 hour and
way
1 hour
away
and
yet.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Officially, but quite often they do release a whole hour early, so I will be on the lookout.
Yeah. Do that.
But you can see quite well there how the storm jogged to the south, really. It sort of went due west, then southwest, and then west again, as if it was travelling in straight lines only.
Mm-hmm.
Tonga's updated at 7:15 p.m. local time. Severe tropical cyclone Winston, category 5, was located near 17.3 south, 178.9 west. The cyclone is moving. Oh, no, this is out of date because they've got it moving west at 25 kilometres an hour. Wind gusts to 315 kilometres an hour, 170. So we know that it's. That information is what now out of date.
Any comments or questions for us on the YouTube page? Send them in on the chat section. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We will probably going to be ending our coverage pretty soon. I'm not sure when.
Yeah.
At which point you'll probably want to stay on those pages. Force 13 all in text is the place to go. You can also add us on Skype. My name is Fool13 on there, FOOL13. Oh, and radar imagery.
Updated.
Shows the landfall there.
Yep. So looking at that, Winston has made landfall, and like Nathan said, Nandy is in its path. So the eye is now crossing, is now on land.
Just like you said, skirting the coast, they're going a bit westward now. Bit westward again. So
I agree, Jasper.
So it
Looking at
wasn't
the last few frames.
because it wasn't going. Directly over the island, that like in the middle part. So, but still, that's very, very close. And there is, look at those rain bands going directly over. You can see those red pockets there. Yeah, that's mountains. To be popping up there. And those mountains you don't want to be right now.
Yeah, it looks like it has made landfall on the radar as well.
Yeah. So let's see.
I'm just watching the live stream right now.
I'd say 7 UTC. 7 UTC landfall.
It's quite a noise, John.
Sorry. Must be my fan running. Sorry.
When's the next JTWC update?
It's expected in 1 hour and 10 minutes. So, but yeah, just like Nathan said, it could be earlier.
Well, coming up to 14 minutes to 8.
That's not my fan. That was me readjusting. Must be my fan running.
I think what we're going to do at the end of this hour, we're gonna we're probably gonna stop broadcasting properly, but we'll stay on the live stream. We'll just have some text rolling by, and if any breaking news comes in, we'll one of us will post that along for maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then we'll come back on with another update of the storm a little bit later on, or perhaps slightly earlier, because I know it would be quite late in Fiji over there. Because
and I'm probably going to go to bed.
Yes, at this point I'm not really sure what else we can say about the storm, apart from how it's made landfall. We don't know much about what's happened in Fiji yet. That will probably become much more clearer in a matter of hours, we would hope. But in some cases it may take days, especially on the small islands that were impacted by Category 5. Cyclone Winston at peak of 185 miles per hour earlier today, and is now on an apparent weakening trend, especially with that landfall. The eye appears to be capitulating rather.
It's gone.
We'll see what the next update brings.
Well, what I would remember, forecasters said with Haiyan, this storm peaked right as it made landfall. That's the tragedy. It's the same here. Peaked just before landfall.
When are we gonna go off air?
Very, very soon.
Yeah. Probably.
Alright, it is currently 2:48 in the morning in New England. I have shut down my computers for the night. I've closed all my tabs. I think I closed about 8 of them.
There's another view of the radar.
I am just about to go to sleep now. I will sadly not be able to be on tomorrow. I might pop in the morning, but I'm not going to be staying long at all. Because I have a commitment tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm going to a friend's house, so I'm going to be... I won't be on Skype, sadly. I mean, I will check in on what's going on, but that's about it. I mean, I won't, on the chat room, I won't say anything. I'll just look. I might type something, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm tired. I've been on air for a good 11 hours. I think I need some sleep.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, John.
It was a pleasure to be here. I did help you guys out. I helped cover for when Nathan was absent. So
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah, so I deserve a nice long rest, but I'm not sure how much rest I'm gonna get.
Yes, indeed.
All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe,
John?
maybe not.
Have an excellent evening and day tomorrow.
All right. Night knocked.
And we'll see you soon.
Slept.
All right. Yes.
I've slept.
And now you're asleep.
Night.
All right.
Nice.
That was the colourful John.
From the east coast of the United States.
Yes, and that eliminates all the East Coast of the United States representation we had on the stream.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up to 10 to 8 here, and we're going to take... we're going to go away now, I think. During the intermission, you could call it, we will still be keeping this stream open, though there won't really be anything on it. We're just going to have the satellite imagery rolling along, and any text updates obviously we'll have on the screen too. I'm sure David wouldn't mind being around here to answer your questions as well on the chat room if I'm not there. But there we are.
Yeah.
Trent wants to know if it's stronger than Eunice. I'd say probably yes.
Let's see. Eunice was 900 millibars at peak.
Well, officially Fiji only say 915, and in fact there haven't been any agencies that have said it's less than 900 millibars, so we can't say that it's necessarily as intense as Eunice, but it's certainly been a very strong storm. David, welcome back.
Yeah, I just had to pop downstairs for a minute, so...
I was just saying if... because we're going to go off air, at least talk anyway, whether you'd be interested in answering everyone's comments on the YouTube page as they come in and keep a little dialogue going.
Yes, I can do that. I'll be here for a few hours, or probably about another 3 hours. So I'll be here. Anybody, as Nathan said's got any query, just post in the channel.
And if anything big happens, we may well interject into the stream and tell you what the news is. But as for now, this is Winston, which has made landfall in Fiji, and it's going to be a difficult night for the main island of Viti Levu. As we enter our 15th hour of coverage, we will be away for a while, but stay tuned and you won't miss a thing here. Force 13 Live.